Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Darren. Hope you're safe and well, and I've had a good couple of stitchy weeks. No surprise, I'm back. Oh, it's been absolutely chaos. So thank you to all those who reached out to see if everything was okay. But yeah, I've just been really busy with work. So I've been working 6 days a week so far. So I've only had one day to get everything else done that I need to get done. I've not really done an awful lot of stitching in the last, 3-4 weeks since you've seen me. I've done some, but not a lot. So it's been absolutely chaos. Obviously, as you know, it's coming up to Christmas, and we close for our holidays in 2 weeks. And everybody decides they always want to put in really big orders that they want before Christmas, before we shut. So whether they get them all is a completely different thing. So yeah, so it's been absolutely chaotic, needless to say. So I think the earliest I've been getting home from work is like 6:30. Bearing in mind that I leave the house at 5 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, it's been a pretty long week. So yeah, getting 6:30, see to the animals, see to myself, and then by the time I finished, it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then it's like bedtime at 9. So yeah, I haven't done hardly any stitching at all. So it's been absolutely manic. But I've actually got some time now to actually get a video filmed. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're only working 5 days this week, but I will know later on in the week. So yeah, so that's where I've been. Just busy. And then we've had an awful lot of storms as well. So I think 1 week we had storms every single day. So mainly at night time. One of them we had them twice, in the morning and at night time. And we lost power once. So that's not too bad, but there've been some right doozies of the storms. Have been great. So yes, so I've only got 2, 4, 6, 7 projects. That's all I've got to show you. So this is probably not going to be a very long video at all. Now then, I think last time I did an update video, I was due to go for the first part of my procedure, which was to take the tendon cells out of my knee. So I've had that done, and boy was that painful. Well, it wasn't so much painful having it done. Part of it was, but not all of it. But the day after, I couldn't walk. So yeah, my knee was swollen and everything, just like, and they tell you that it's going to be sore for a while, but you're just not able to walk on it for 24 hours. So yeah, sore for a while. It's still a bit sore now, only when I crouch down. So I've got to stretch my knee every day to stop getting a scar tissue. So yeah, so that was an interesting experience, put it that way. So I've just got to wait for them now to culture the cells, and then they'll get me back in to sort my arm out. So fingers crossed, I'm hoping I get a phone call this week so they can put me in before Christmas. If not, be sometime after Christmas. But when they do that, that is possibly 4 weeks off work. 1 week, I'm not allowed to use my arm at all. So we're gonna have to work out how I'm gonna do any kind of stitching in that week. And then the second week is light movement, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but hey, we'll see. But anyway, I digress. You're not here to hear me talk about me. We're going to the stitching that we've done. So the first bit will be my temperature stitching. So I've got 4 temperature stitches to show you. So the first one is Heaven Earth Designs. It's artwork by Carol Cavaleras, and it's called African Royalty. Sorry, you can probably hear a crow out there with I don't know if it's picking it up, but there's a little, we call her Willy Wagtails. They're only a little bird, and it attacks the hell out of this crow. It's funny as anything to watch. It sits on its back and everything. So anyway, African Royalty, this one. Now this needed 200 stitches, so that's what I got. This is on 28 count even weave. This is being done 1/1 full cross. So it needed 200 stitches, and that's what you got. So this is where this one is at the moment. So you're gonna have to bear with me because I've got to try and remember where I worked. So I now did this bottom part here, and I think I filled in a big chunk through this section here, if I remember correctly. so that was African royalty. So I'm not going to be doing any temperature stitching for this week, because I know for a fact I probably won't have a chance. So I'm not going to get everything, be able to get a stitch on everything. The second one I worked on is another Heaven of Designs. This one is supersized Three Top Leopard family. This is artwork by Janet Patrick Krasny. I'm working in this area up here, so I'm only in this leaf part at the moment. This one is being done on 40 count vow, 1/1 10 stitch. This one only needed 100 stitches. Got a thread hanging, so you have to bear with me. But this is where this one is now. So I started filling in across the top. So this colour is the next colour that I was working on, which has come down here. So I'm hoping you can see the difference. Like I said, this only needed 100 stitches, so you might be able to see a bit. It's been absolutely roasting here as well. We had a heat wave for the last week of spring, and we're now in summer. So we had a heat wave for the last week of spring, and we will go up to, what was it, 41 degrees? 39. We were between 37 and 41 degrees. It was absolutely roasting. And the humidity was really high as well, so it felt even hotter. It was disgusting. So yeah, if I look a bit more tan than normal, that'd be why. It was horrible. And now we're in summer, and we're in the 30s all this week. Well, we've been in the 30s all this week. But it's not been as bad. The humidity's been pretty low. But I'm assuming the humidity is going to rise because we're meant to be having a big storm tomorrow, so we will see. The next one is another Heaven of Designs. If I can get into the bag. Come on. There we go. This one is Mini Tiger on the Rocks, artwork by Dakota Datewell. So I've been working in this area around here. This one needed 200 stitches. And this is on 28 count easy guide 2/1 10 stitch. So this is where we're on there now. So I managed to get a fair bit in here. So again, I was working across the top and just pulling the colours down. It's filling in. So that one is that one. As you can see, plenty of park threads on that one to do. Last one of my temperature stitching. I told you this is going to be a really quick video. I've only got 3 things to show you. This one is from the Cross Stitch Studio. It was their, I think, 2020 Mystery Stitch Along, which is Sleepy Hollow. This is one. I'm in the page here, I think. Something like that. This is on 28 count easy guide. Again, 2/1 10 stitch. This only needed 100 stitches. Sure, I'm doing that right now. I know I caught up for some stitching, but I think that was a week before, I think. So this only needed 100. So again, I've been working in the yellow part across the top. So you may not be able to see what I've done. I think a couple of the stitches came through here, but most of it is in this part. I haven't even worked my plans out yet for next year. All I know is 2 projects that I know I'm going to be working on. I haven't worked out how I'm going to do my temperature stitching or anything. I think with my temperature stitching next year, I may just pick 10 projects and keep them out all year and see how we go on them. I haven't decided yet. or just do that once I get to a large amount of stitches on it, then switch them out. I don't know, we'll see. Right, next project is a long dog sampler piece, which is Anzac, which is this one. So I've been working in this area around here, I believe, if I remember correctly. This is on 18 count Ada, which was Coffee Tea Dye by Kelly from Kel Stitches. I'm doing it 1/1 full cross with Mrs. Sada silks in the colour Supernova. This one got 136 stitches. It was a big day of stitching. Well, this is where we're on there now. So I'm going to try and wrangle this a bit better. So I mainly worked in this part down here. Yeah, I believe it was just all this part down here I worked. If you can see that. Not really picking it up clearly. There we go, a bit better. So yeah, so I worked mainly in this part. So only 136 stitches on that one. Next one I worked on was my dimensions kit. Excuse me a second. Sorry, I'm dry throat. I needed a cough because I've not done so much talking for a while. If you really like, you believe anything. So next one is my dimensions kit, which is Tiger Chili Now, which is this one. This one is being stitched on 18 count black Ada. 2/1 full cross or 3/1 full cross for the part I'm in. So I'll be working in the top page, which is this one. This one got 1060 stitches. Let's move that out the way. And other than back stitching and the couching, I've now finished the top page. So this is now 50% done. So yeah, so it was just all this back end here that I needed to work, and then I had a couple just through here that I needed to finish off. So yeah, the top page is done. So all I've got to do is the back stitching up here, and then his whiskers, which I will wait till later on, because obviously I need to move it up so I can do the bottom part. So yeah, so the top half of the tiger is now finished. So if I do that, it looks really good. So yeah, 1060 stitches on that one. Most of the bottom part is all half stitch, so I'm assuming that'll go a lot quicker. And then the last piece I worked on was my monthly piece, which didn't get much love at all. Well, it got work on it, but it didn't get as much as I wanted to. This is Tiger Monochrome. This is Stitching Joe's design piece. And this one is on 25 count Lugana, even weave. Again, dyed for me by Kelly from Kel Stitches. Now this one got, math ain't working, 9, 10, 11, 90, 1202 stitches. So I got some work on it, just not as much as I wanted to. So, but I did get a second eye in. There we go. It was looking at you, kid. So yeah, so I brought this part down a bit more, and then I thought, nah, I want to get this other eye in. So I did all this down here. So we're getting close to his nose as well. His nose is around here, I think. So yeah, so he's now got 2 eyes, but it's looking really, really good. So I was hoping for last month to at least get like down here done and maybe down to his nose, but it didn't happen. But yeah, it looks really good. Looks cool, especially seeing it through the camera. And that's all I worked on. As I say, a bit shocking. So, this month, depending on when I can get stitched, so obviously I'm going to bring We need to pick my monthly project, don't we? Let's pick my monthly project and see if I want to do it. I was thinking of just stitching. No. Ignore me. I'm talking to myself. Right, monthly projects. Where's my wheel? Not that one. Monthly projects. Right, let's see what we're going to get. Oh, leopard cub. Okay. So we're going to have leopard cub as my monthly project. Supersized tiger family, which I'm hoping to get some work done on. And then, let me grab those two. I'll show you those two first, while I decide what I'm going to do the other way. Okay, so leopard cub is my monthly piece. So hopefully I can get some stitching on this. This is a designed by Custom Crafts. Artwork is by Alan Hunt. That's this one. I can't remember. I think on this one I'm almost finished the first page, I believe. This is on 25 count easy guide. 1/1 full cross. Have a look. Oh yeah. I'm almost finished with page 1, I think. So this is where we're starting from on there. So you've just got a little bit through here to do and a bit down here to do. So we'll see where we can get to on this one. So that's that one. So that's my new monthly project. And then my last project, well, my main project I'm going to be working on, if I finally get some stitches in on this one, is a supersized tiger family in the jungle, artwork by John Patrick Kersney, enchanted by Heaven and Designs. And again, I'm still in this bird up here. This is on 25 count easy guide, 1/1 full cross. I was hoping to have this page finished this month, well last month, so that I could work on this page for this month, and then it's all joined up. But we'll see how we go. See if I can get this page finished by the end of the year. So yeah, so that's where we're starting from on this one. So I've not got an awful lot of this page left to do. This bottom part here, which will all be greens, blues through there, and that's really about it. So we'll see how we go. So they're my two, I feel like, main projects for this month. For the week, what I'm thinking is, because obviously this year I was hoping to try and get some projects finished. That didn't happen. So I think I've only finished 2 projects this year so far, out of the 25 that I picked, but never mind. So I'm thinking for this week, I'm just going to go through and see which ones are closer to a finish and work on those. So Pumpkin Party is definitely going to be one of those, because that one's almost done. So I'm going to do that one, and then probably one of my dimensions, one of the minis. So probably the Lighthouse. So either the Lighthouse or the Beguiling Tiger. I think those two are the closest to a finish. So we'll probably work on one of those. I'll work on Leopardess and Cub, because I didn't work on that. That one I was meant to work on that weeks ago. And Pandemic, I still haven't worked on that. So I'm going to work on those 2 for definite. So let me show you those 2, because I've still got them here. Decisions. So Leopardess and Cub is another Custom Crafts chart, which is this one. So yeah, just on this one. Artwork is Jenny Newland. So I'm in this middle part here. And this 14 count Blue Ada. 2/1 full cross. So that's where we are on that one. That's where we're on that one. So I'll do some work on this one, hopefully. Get in. Keep that to one side. And then it was Pandemic. forwarding a pandemic. Is this one? Long dog sampler. This one I'm doing on 28 counts. Even weave. Don't know what colour. I'm doing it 1 over on full cross. And Mrs. Sager's Suggy again in the colourway Pride. And that's where we're at on that one. So we'll continue with this one. So I think we're about here on this one, so continue working down. So yeah, so those ones for definite, and then I say I'll have a look through and find out which other ones I'm going to work on. But as I say, probably it'll be Pumpkin Party, because that one is close to a finish, and then I'll have a look at the other ones and see which other ones are closer to a finish. I think for this month I might just focus on seeing if I can get any finished. So you may see the same projects over and over again. For that, I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll get through this week first. So that's it. That's all the projects I've got to show you. So there won't be a stitch with me this week. I don't think I'll be doing a stitch with me now till after Christmas. So yeah, and then obviously I've got to sort out my plans for 2026 to see what I'm going to do there. I've got my whip parade I've got to get done as well this month, as well as everything else I can get done. So, and hopefully, well, and in between that, maybe having the procedure done on my elbow, then again I may not be. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But once I know about my elbow, I'll let you guys know. So that's it from me. So thank you very much for coming back and watching. I say sorry, apologies about the hiatus, but work's work. Unfortunately, we have to do it if we want to survive. So that's it from me then, guys. So again, any questions, comments, please feel free to drop those down below. You can email me. Email address as always is dizzystitcher@gmail.com, or I am on Instagram @dizzystitcher as well. Again, thank you to all those who reached out, asking if everything was okay, and for Sue, my lovely admin on my Facebook group, who kept people informed. Thank you. So that's it then, guys. So until my next video, fingers crossed next weekend. Although I've got Christmas shopping to do and all. Forgot about that. Take care, stay safe, I'll be stitching. And again, thank you very much for watching. Till next time, guys. Bye bye for now.